Hey guys, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another video. And it happened as I expected, and as most people with common sense would have expected. I was actually surprised with the amount of people that thought Mike Tyson would win this fight. The amount of people that I saw online saying it's an easy win for Mike Tyson, and if it's not, then it's rigged. I think it's stupid, and I know a lot of it comes from because Jake Paul's not the best fighter. People take him as a joke because he came up from YouTube and whatever, but he is a very competent boxer. He's not the best in the world at all, but he's a very competent boxer, and he's 27. He's in his prime. So it was obvious that a 27-year-old Jake Paul at peak fitness was going to beat Mike Tyson. I don't think it should have been a surprise to anyone, but people seem to think that because Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson, just because he's 58, it wouldn't matter, how old he is. But these things matter, especially in a sport as intense as boxing. I thought Jake Paul, he boxed quite well at times. I thought he was good with his jab, and he had a good game plan. Just trying not to really get hit from Mike Tyson. And Mike gave about as much as he could in that first round. He came out, tried to land a little, but when Jake weathered that early storm, it was pretty obvious that it was going to be comfortable sailing for him. And he landed some nice shots. His jabs, some of them were nice. Some of his left hooks and stuff were quite decent. But I think one thing that Jake does need to work on, and it's not just off this fight, it's in other fights I've seen of his as well. He throws a lot of shots that he misses, and if he can just land some of those shots or land them a bit cleaner, he can do so much more damage, because there's no denying the fact that he's got absolute immense power in those two hands. His right and left arm have got so much power, so if he just lands a bit cleaner, he will do a lot of damage. There was one, he just sort of grazed the top of Mike Tyson's head with a backhand. It wobbled Mike Tyson, but if he landed that one flush, then I think Mike Tyson was gone there. There were a few where he landed and really wobbled Mike Tyson and put him off balance. But, Mike Tyson, he stood there for 8 rounds. He got £20 million reportedly. So, he didn't have to take too much damage. And he did show that he's still got the awareness and the skills to duck and dive and weave, because he was weaving a lot of punches, getting out of the way. So he has a lot of that. He was making Jake Paul miss a lot, but the thing was he couldn't land anything back at Jake Paul because his hands weren't as quick or as explosive as what they would have been 20 years ago or even 4 years ago when he fought Roy Jones Jr. But it was still very, very surreal to see Mike Tyson fight a professional fight. I never thought I'd actually see that. But it was a bit of a stupid fight, wasn't it? I was saying this, I think a lot of people were saying this. A peak fitness Jake Paul who says he wants a world title, going for a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. It's done really well views-wise. It's getting them a lot of money. So I guess it makes sense from a business perspective. But I would like to see Jake Paul take on some more competitive fights. I think the Tommy Fury rematch, he needs to work up to that one and try and avenge his loss. He's talking about fighting Canelo. That's another money fight where a lot of people watch that. But, I think he does just need to work on a few things. But I do think he is a very, very good boxer, especially for someone who's only really been in the sport for a few 4 or 5 years. He's done really well. He's made a lot of money. He's made a lot of fights, and he's made a lot of progress. So we'll see what that brings for him. At the end of the day, I think the best fight on the card was the co-main event, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor won yet again on decision. However, again, I thought that Serrano won. I thought she won the first fight, and I thought she won today. She was pretty comfortable until the headbutt. And then there were a few times Katie Taylor was, going in with a headbutt. She does tend to lean in with her head a lot in fights, and It had a really deep cut on Serrano, which obviously impaired her vision a little bit. And that would have affected her a lot. But I still think she did enough to go on and win the fight in the end. But it was a very good fight, and I think I'd like to see that again, because I think both fights that went to Katie Taylor, I think they both probably, personally, I thought Amanda Serrano won both. But anyway, it was a good event. Netflix needs to sort out their live stream now. I mean, luckily for the last hour and a half, it hasn't been much of an issue. But before that, it was absolutely going mental. So they need to sort that out if they do want to be, continuously and seriously hosting live events, especially big events like this, boxing. But we'll just have to see. And it was a good event overall. Jake Paul gets the win on unanimous decision. I mean, it was comfortable win. It was expected, and I still can't believe people thought Tyson was going to win. I mean, I was hoping on a miracle as well. I would have loved to see Mike Tyson come out and throw some absolute bombshells of shots, but it's just not reality. It was a good night of fighting. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the fight, and let me know what other videos you want to see. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and goodbye.